All right, everyone, we are going to go ahead and get started. My name is Lindsay Barbeau. I am here on behalf of WACAC, which is the Wisconsin Association for College Admissions Counseling, which is sponsoring this event along with StrideScan. So I am facilitating today, so I just have a couple of housekeeping notes, and then I will pass it off to our lovely presenters. So first and foremost, typically on the bottom of your screen, but it might be on the top of your screen, you should have a Q&A button. That is the best and only way to ask our presenters questions. So no question is too small. This is a great time for you to interact. So feel free to submit those questions throughout the presentation, and our presenters will get to them. The other reason I bring up the Q&A is because all of your microphones and all of your cameras are off. So we cannot see you, we cannot hear you. So really, truly, the only way to interact with us is through that Q&A button. So those are kind of the big ones. Two other little housekeeping notes is that after this session, you are always welcome to go onto the WACAC website, which is WACAC, and always register for more sessions. So this is day 2 of a 2-week program. So if you're looking to learn about different colleges or finding the right fit or whatever it might be, we do have additional presentations that you are more than welcome to register for. And then in about a week or so, we will have the recordings available again on the WACAC website, so wacac.com. And so those are kind of the big housekeeping notes. So without further ado, I am going to pass it off to our lovely presenters and have Nicole share her screen and get going. So enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to our UW River Falls session. I'm going to go ahead and pop up our welcome slide just so we have something to look at here during our sharing. Give me just a moment here. Technology, you got to get everything in the right place. All right, so what you should see on your screen is a welcome. So in a sense, welcome to UW River Falls. Fern, is that what you're seeing on your end? I'm not sure.
I am, Nicole.
What was that?
I can see it. Yep, I can see it.
Okay. So yes, in a sense, welcome to UW River Falls. Just a couple introductions here. My name is Nicole Beyer. I'm an admissions counselor here in the admissions office. I'm going to be the individual leading our conversation today. We're going to go through our PowerPoint presentation that we usually show our visitors on campus, so you can still see that essence of UW River Falls and what makes us one of the best in the Midwest. So I'll do a short intro about me as we get started with the presentation, but there's also someone else with us here. Sarah Fern. Sarah, do you want to do a short intro too?
Absolutely. So my name is Sarah Fern, and I'm an admissions counselor with our admissions office. I'm also an assistant softball coach within our athletics department. And I was a student here from 2008 to 2011, and happy to be a part of this experience to help you guys just gain some more knowledge about River Falls.
Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. So yes, like I said, I usually like to start with a short introduction about myself, but also welcome you all to UW River Falls, which we've already established. A little bit about me. I'm originally from Lino Lakes, Minnesota. That's just about an hour away from campus here, 20 minutes north of the Twin Cities. I did also attend here at UW River Falls from 2012 to 2014. You'll notice that is a 2-year period because I was actually a transfer student on campus. So I attended Century Community College in Minnesota for 2 years, earned my Associate of Arts degree and a communications certificate, and then I transferred to River Falls. So if that's something you're considering for yourself, or even if you're working with some college credit right now in high school, River Falls is considered one of the top transferable institutes in the state. It was a huge reason I came here. All of my credits came in quite seamlessly to the university, and that's something that's definitely an option for you as well. So if you do want to have that conversation around credits, be it PSEO, youth options, course options, early college credit program courses, college in the schools. I mean, the list goes on. AP, let us know. We can definitely have a conversation there to let you know what credits will land on our campus. But in that aspect as well, I was a communication studies major at the university when I transferred my junior year, and I also pursued our option B minor. Now, I know that's not the funnest title, but what that entails is here at UW River Falls, we actually allow you to handpick classes across the entire university and create something of your own. So my minor was called Universal Elements of the Human Experience. I went a little hard on the title there for my minor, but But just note, if you want to pursue a minor, you don't have to pick that crazy of a title. But I did combine some family psychology classes, creative writing. I put some journalism courses in my minor, an oceanography class. I mean, you truly can create and cater something specifically for you on our campus with those options. So for those students that are thinking a couple different majors or have a few areas in mind that are some maybes, just know you can create something just for you on our campus within your minor opportunity. But that's just a little bit about me. I've been with admissions just about 6 years now. I'm our social media coordinator. I do run our ECCP, DACP opportunities on campus. So again, very well versed in that college credit kind of category. And I'm just a traditional admissions counselor as well. So I do recruit for the entire state of Wisconsin. So if you do land in that category for territory-wise, which is the main audience today, I'm the admissions counselor that you'll be working with here in our admissions office. But let's go ahead and kick it off. So like I said a bunch of times, welcome to campus. I know virtually, we definitely still want to get a sense of the community, what we're all about. So this next slide actually does have a short video showcasing a little bit about our community, what we're about, and really what River Falls UWRF represents. So we'll hop into this. Anyone watching, if your audio or visual aids are kind of delayed there on your end, I am going to let the video play in its completion, which is just about a minute, and then we'll start the conversation from there. So let's rock and roll with the video.
Thrive. Change. Explore. Discover.
Stretch. Build. Grow.
Shape. Meet. Laugh. Play.
Fly.
Inspire. Find yourself. Be yourself.
Wasn't that cute? Okay, so that provided a little visual representation about campus, just showed you what we're all about. And in this presentation, we will discuss why UW River Falls could be that perfect fit for you. So I will go into academics, the different majors, minors, awards, and accreditations that we have across our campus community, and also campus community, what campus life is like, what are our students doing here during the week, on the weekends, what are UWF students up to, student success and location, and the big benefits of being so close to that Minneapolis-St. Paul metropolitan area. And then finally, I will touch on value, just a little bit on tuition, financial aid, and scholarship information as well. Now, to start off with academics, River Falls has been recognized as one of the best in the Midwest for quite some time. We've earned the accreditation that you see on the screen for about the past decade, and we have many, many more that kind of encompass and go along with that. Our uwrf.edu webpage does have all of our awards listed for you there, but some of my top favorites include, we are considered the best in the Midwest for anything agriculture, animal science related. We are a center of excellence for biology, chemistry, physics, and engineering. We have a lot of international education information. We were in the top 50 safest schools in the nation, and the list truly goes on. But again, as we go through the presentation and you hear more about what our community is about and finding those connections on our campus, definitely don't hesitate, again, in that Q&A portion of this webinar that we're in. If I state something that you have a question about for a program or additional information, pop a question in that section. Sarah Fern is available to answer that at any time throughout our conversation. But diving into academics, the 4 separate colleges on campus that house over 70 majors and minors or area of studies for you to choose from. The first, the College of Arts and Sciences. This is our biggest department on campus, houses about 40% of our majors here at the university, and it's definitely the most eclectic. This is where those general kind of sciences are going to be, that biology, chemistry, physics and engineering that I mentioned, with the biotech, biochemical, bioengineering areas as well. The social sciences, psychology, sociology, criminology, and criminal justice, lots of variety there. And also more eclectic options like my major, communication studies, marketing communications, women and gender studies, foreign language, geography. I mean, truly, the list goes on and on. And we do have plenty of materials available on our uwf.edu homepage that kind of list all of these areas. Or again, if you do have a specific interest or program area you'd like to have spoken about or learn more, pop some information in that Q&A section and Sarah Fern can address that for you. But again, back to this college, we do have a lot of hands-on opportunities in this specific area that I truly adore. With our arts department, fine art opportunities, we do have art, music, stage and screen arts. We do have a robust amount of studios on campus. We also have the second oldest glassblowing studio in the nation, so that is really wild to see. And again, many fine arts kind of opportunities there. So if there's any specific questions you have, or even involvement wise, we do have our own campus newspaper, radio station, and television channel. So if any of you are participating with that at the high school level and want to continue that here at the collegiate level, the option is fully available for you. But on from there, the College of Business and Economics. This is a big one on our campus. Here at UWRF, we are AACSB accredited for our College of Business and Economics, our business program. Now, if you haven't heard that acronym before, what it means, less than 5% of business schools in the entire nation have earned that accreditation for their business programs. We are one of them. So if you're looking at business opportunities with administration, marketing, accounting, finance, economics, the list goes on, we do have that award-winning opportunity with the coursework in the classroom, the hands-on efforts from the professors, and the social networking outreach that we have being so close to Twin Cities. So business is definitely one of our bigger hitters on campus. We'll also have computer science, data science, really eclectic opportunities. And again, those econ and business areas are all going to be housed kind of under this College of Business and Economics. And I'll also point out the photo that you're looking at. We were involved in the Wisconsin tournament. I apologize, the title of it is escaping me, but these are two students that had kind of engineered this hand curler. They won the Big Ideas tournament for the state of Wisconsin with this. They're two business majors from campus. So just so you know what that kind of glove is that you're looking at there. But on from there, the College of Education and Professional Studies. Now here at UW River Falls, we have been teaching teachers for almost 150 years. So when it comes to education, we know what we're doing. We have programs in early childhood, elementary, and secondary education options. And the two biggest benefits about education with UW River Falls is number one, we get you in the classroom during your freshman year period. You have no idea how many people say they want to teach and work with kids. We get them in a classroom teaching and working with kids, and they realize that's not really the environment they want to be in, and that's okay. So just note, we're going to get you that engaged activity as soon as possible. Just make sure that is that perfect fit for you. And also the other benefit that's really big for our College of Education is that when you graduate, your licensure is eligible to apply in Minnesota and Wisconsin. We were one of the few schools that have that dual state partnership available for you. So that's kind of great. If you fall in love with Minnesota for any means, you'll have the opportunity to teach on that side. But also, in this program, we do have our communication sciences and disorders opportunity, speech pathology. We do have our own speaking and hearing clinic right here on campus. And then also the professional side of the house with social work, a really kind of abundant program. We also have health and human performance, exercise and sports science or athletic training. We did just open our $63.5 million Falcon Center, which I'll speak on a little bit more, but that's the state-of-the-art training facility specifically for those majors. Things like physical therapy, occupational therapy, pre-physician's assistant, any of those health sciences, also again, kind of fall in this realm and we have available. But finally, the last one, and also another big hitter on our campus, the College of Agriculture, Food, and Environmental Science. Like I mentioned at the start of the presentation, we are considered the best in the Midwest for anything agriculture, animal science related. Now, within the agriculture industry, I always express this to visiting students, families that I speak with, that when I came to River Falls and I heard agriculture, my first answer or thought was cows, which yes, definitely a part of it. Dairy science is important, and we do have the second largest dairy science program in the nation, but agriculture is so much more than that. It's food, fuel, technology, and the industry is continuing to grow. So if you have any interest in working outdoors, being definitely hands-on, any of those atmospheres, this is going to be the college for you. Also, with the animal science side of the house, it's definitely our #1 major on campus. We're known for our pre-veterinarian and veterinarian tech opportunities here at UWRF. We have both large animal and companion animal options. And we do even have, if you're looking more marine life, wildlife, exotic life, restoration, anything like that, we do have those opportunities as well. But with animal science, again, the big aspect is we do have our 2 lab farms on campus. One of them is our equine facility, which you're seeing a student working in the photo here out at that location. We do have about 200 or so horses here on campus, but the biggest benefit about equine with UWRF is we do have our colts in training class. So we actually provide our students with their own 2-year-old baby colt. You break it yourself and sell it at auction each year. So if you enjoy riding, training, development of the animal, or even looking at breeding opportunities, we do have all those resources within our equine lab farm. And the other facility is our Man Valley Lab Farm, which I like to call our barnyard explosion. So any barnyard animal you can think of is out there, from the dairy and the beef cattle, the piggies, the llamas, the sheeps, the barn cats. I mean, there's truly anything at that facility. But more importantly, that's where our dairy processing plant and meat processing plant is. We do make all of our own brats, hamburgers, cheese, and ice cream on campus. So that is a huge hit here at UW River Falls. We have about 40 different ice cream flavors you can choose from. So I know my favorite's lemon poppy seed. And the best part about River Falls is finding your favorite ice cream flavor in our cafeteria. So the option is definitely there for you too. And then finally, with food science and technology, we do have our own canning classroom, additional facilities there. Environmental sciences, we have things like horticulture, geology, hydrology, landscape design. We've got 3 greenhouses here at the university. And again, if you're looking at wildlife conservation efforts, restoration, we have all of those available too. But wrapping up kind of the academic side of the house, these are our 5 most unique majors on campus. I won't go through all of them since I listed the majority of them. Data science I spoke to, agriculture engineering is really big. We have partnerships with John Deere, Toro. We have a handful of Case IH tractors on campus as well. Neuroscience is also a fun option. It's a combination of biology and psychology, really focusing on that chemistry of the brain. Really great minor to have if you're pursuing a health science major. Marketing communications is primarily focusing on kind of branding, advertising, selling, PR opportunities. This is a really strong minor to put with a business major or a communications area, graphic design opportunities. And then finally, TESOL, teaching English to speakers of other languages. I usually ask students that are participating in my presentations if they enjoyed their foreign language classes when they were in high school and have an interest in teaching. This major in particular is where you're going overseas or to different countries, continents, etc., and teaching English in those spaces. So if you have the interest in study abroad and education, this is definitely the major for you. But with speaking to the classroom, biggest thing to point out about UW River Falls is all of our professors on campus are 100% authentic professors. We do not do teaching assistants or graduate assistants in the classroom, period. Every day you show up to your course, it's going to be that genuine, authentic educator in front of you, which is important because that's the education you're paying for. Also looking at classroom sizes, we are sitting at 18:1, as you can see on the screen, for our student to teacher ratio, and an average class size of 22. Now, I can personally speak from experience, being a student on our campus previously. Biggest class I had was about a class of 36 or so. It was my intercultural communications class. And the smallest class I had on campus was a class of 6, and it was my debate class. So just note, you're definitely going to get those small inclusive class sizes. You're going to know your professor. They're going to know you. You're going to be able to build those communities within your classrooms for relationships academically, professionally, social networking. There's a lot of connections to be had at a school our size with the classrooms at this level. Now, also another huge factor of going to a school our size is the support, academic student support services that are available throughout the university. So things like ability services, veteran services, career services, our division of technology services. I mean, the list truly goes on. There's a bunch of different opportunities for services you may be receiving at the high school level or outside of high school with our student health and counseling office that you're looking to continue, or even just things that might pop up during during your college career that you need that assistance with. So even the Division of Technology Services, if you have an issue with your computer, your phone, they're an aid for you on campus to get that kind of tech help. Or even listed here on the screen, one of my favorite aspects about our campus is that tutoring services is 100% free of charge for you to utilize. So if you need help in that math class, I did, or if you need help in a science class, English class, whatever it may be, tutoring services is going to be available for you at any time. Also in that one-on-one tutoring model, we don't do group tutoring settings. Statistics show it's not successful. So we only supply you with the one-on-one individual sessions, which is fantastic, again, if you need that assistance. Also looking at some bigger areas too, study abroad or our education abroad office is a huge component to our campus community. A UWRF student is actually 3 times more likely to study abroad than any other student nationwide. So we have programs on all 7 continents, anywhere you can dream up, think up, we're going. So if you're a student that's sitting in that category of like, yes, I'm going to Europe in college, excellent. River Falls is 100% the place for you. Or if you're the students like, no, I'm not going. River Falls is still for you. Even though this is a big aspect of our campus community, that doesn't mean you need to study abroad. But if you have the interest, we can go for a week, a month, semester, maybe over your summer or winter break, your entire year. It's completely up to you. But if you have the interest, we're going there. Now, I've mentioned a little bit about the classroom size, but just in general, the inclusive opportunities and layout and atmosphere that we have here at River Falls really is abundant. Not only from the smaller class sizes and building those connections, but the community as a whole, or the campus body as a whole. You can see our undergraduate and graduate student body numbers here. Combined, that equals out to just about 6,000. So for the UW system, we are considered a medium-sized institute for that platform. Obviously, the biggest is UW-Madison, the smallest is UW Superior, and we're actually lucky number 6 or so on that list of 13. We're pretty much the happiest medium you can get college size-wise. So I know for me, I didn't want to go somewhere so large that I felt like a number, and I did not want to go somewhere so small that I felt like I knew everybody and they knew me. So River Falls really was that sweet spot when you're looking at those numbers. Also, for diversity information, we do have a robust, diverse student body. We're at an 11% student of color rate. 40% of our students are first-generation students. So if you're a first-generation student, congratulations. We're so excited you're moving through and looking at this journey. And then also our international student body numbers are really strong as well for a school our size. And again, for more engagement, diversity, involvement opportunities, we do have over 150 clubs and organizations for you to choose from on campus. Anything from academic-based, interest, hobby, sorority, fraternity, philanthropic, spiritual, religious. There's truly something for everyone here at UW River Falls. I know for the last 6 years running, our #1 club on campus was Muggles United. Harry Potter was alive and well to our student body. They had a Quidditch team, the whole 9 yards. But this last year, they actually got knocked out of the top spot, and Dairy Club is the #1 club on campus. Yay, cows! So there's lots of opportunities for involvement, even just showcasing those two. Anything is available for anyone. Now, also, if your involvement side of the house is more on the athletic side, we definitely do have that opportunity for you too. Here at UW River Falls, we are a D3 district for athletic opportunities, and we do have our 17 varsity men's and women's sports. If there is a particular sport that you're like, yep, we're going college level, let us know. We're happy to get you in contact with the coach of that area. Or if you're in a sport and you're like, I love it, but I don't know if I want to go full varsity at the college level, that's okay. Sports clubs are available for you too if you want to keep up with that passion and play for the game, but not go heavy with the practices, games on the weekends, etc. Or if that's even too much of a commitment, intramurals are huge on our campus. Over half of our student body actually participates in intramurals. That is over 3,000 students. So if there's anything that you want to keep active with, if it's broomball, volleyball, softball, the list goes on. There's plenty of activity available for you here at River Falls. And speaking of that activity, much of it does take place in our Falcon Center. You can see the photo here is just showing a small corner of this ginormous facility, which is so beautiful. It's that $63.5 million kind of campus recreation area that I mentioned back at the Health and Human Performance majors with the health science opportunities. A lot of those classrooms are down. You can't really see the hallways in this photo, but there's many different hallways leading off here. The Falcon Center is also home to our 2 rock climbing walls. We do have the last authentic limestone rock climbing wall in the nation. our Pilates zone, our weightlifting areas, dance studios. I mean, you can go over here, take a yoga class, cardio class, go rock climbing in between classes, before, after, whatever it may be. Keep yourself active. Hang out with friends in this space, really anything that suits you. The Falcon Center is 100% available free of charge for you to utilize in any of those spaces. So it's a great resource. Also, when looking at residence halls here at the university, we do have 11 residence halls total on campus. 9 of them are traditional, like the photo you're seeing here. And then we do also have 2 upperclassmen suites, one for sophomores only, and or sophomores primarily, and it's our pod style living called our AIM suites. And then we also have our South Fort suites, which is for juniors, seniors, and higher, and that's more of our apartment or suite style living. But primarily for the individuals watching this, you're probably going to be within one of our freshman dorms, which is what you're seeing in the photograph here. Obviously, the biggest things I point out with the photo and dorm life at River Falls is everything that is wooden in this photo is provided. So you can see the chair, desk unit, shelving opportunities. We also have all the materials for you to loft or de-loft your bed. If you do loft your bed, like the higher option in this photo, we also have free bed rails for you to rent out within your dorm room, because nobody wants to roll out of their bed in college, but it does happen. So safety first, we've got you covered. But something more importantly in this photo that I really appreciate is behind the RA in this photograph here is the mini fridge microwave combo that we provide for you in every single dorm room. So you are oh so welcome. You don't have to hike your Black and Decker up 3 flights of stairs and break your back, okay? We've got everything situated and adjusted for you, ready in your dorm room. And in the bottom floor of all of our residence halls, we do have kind of our fun zones with the ping pong pool tables. We've got study lounges, big kind of hangout areas, a full kitchen with a stove if you have anything you want to cook within your dorm hall or your home on campus. And then also laundries in the bottom floor of every single residence hall, and it's free. Yes, laundry is free on our campus. You can actually download an app on your phone, click what building you live in, it'll tell you what washers are open, what dryers are ready, how much time they have left. So many resources for you at a school our size. And this is also something important too. This is a photo of the downtown area. The actual heart of River Falls, Wisconsin is the campus, but also the downtown area. And even the middle line of cars, kind of there's those flag poles there at the back, that's the university. So if you were to walk from where this photo was taken to the university, 5 minutes tops. Again, very inclusive kind of campus community and layout, but it echoes through the city and town of River Falls as well. But in the photo, you can see mom and pop cafes, restaurants, our $4 movie theater that plays current films, dollar pop, dollar popcorn, dollar candy. I don't see movies anywhere else. Also, we've got an abundant amount of thrift shops in town, the grocery stores right there, plenty of resources again for you. But also a big benefit of being in the small town of River Falls, Wisconsin is that the big city is right in our backyard for you. We are just 20-30 minutes away from the Minneapolis-St. Paul metropolitan area. So for those of you that have been to the Twin Cities before, you know you love that Mall of America moment, that Valley Fair, whatever it may be, that entertainment value is still going to be there for you, and it's still at reach. We do have our Get on the Bus program, where each month we pick an event or 2 happening within the Twin Cities or greater metropolitan area, provide discounted tickets and free busing there and back for our student body. One of our most popular events to date, every year it sells out, is we have $5 tickets to Valley Scare and busing there 3 different times throughout the week at different times throughout the night. So again, you're still going to have the resources to go have that entertainment value in the Twin Cities or nearby. Freshmen can have cars on our campus, but if you don't bring a car, also acceptable. We've got plenty of things to keep you occupied and again, provide you those continuous connections throughout your academic career. But also you can see listed on the slide, there is 16 Fortune 500 companies in Minneapolis, St. Paul. That's double what's in the entire state of Wisconsin combined. So if there is a Fortune 500 nonprofit or just general organization that you know you want to be a part of, take note. River Falls has all of those connections available for you. Our career services office does put on a mock interview day, etiquette dinner, career fair, internship fair, and involvement fair opportunities as well. So if there's something specific you know you want to work towards or are looking at, let us know. We're happy to help bridge that connection and work you towards that social networking opportunity. And then finally, we are at a 93% graduate success rate or employment rate here at River Falls. That is within 6 months, students within their major have a job within their area of profession, interest in the field. The national average right now is sitting around 70 or so. The average for the state of Wisconsin is about 87, 89. So we're slightly higher than that national or kind of general average for the state, which is, again, great to see having the Twin Cities so close by, a perfect spot for those references for you. Now for the last leg of the presentation, I'm going to speak about value. I like to give this prep note just to let you know I'm going to be speaking about tuition in the next slide. So if anybody is taking notes, I'll be sure to point out right away what that total number is for you when you're looking at UWRF. So for a Wisconsin resident, going over to the column that says total, that 14,551, that number is for your entire year on our campus. Yes, your entire year. That is both fall and spring semester. What that number includes for you for your entire academic year is room and board, your meal plan, career services, health services, full tuition and fees for 12 to 18 credits for both your fall and spring semester, and textbooks are 100% guaranteed free on our campus. Yes, I'll say it again, your textbooks are free at UW River Falls. That alone is an annual savings of about $1,400, obviously annually or per year. So it's a huge factor. That was the number one thing that grabbed me to come to River Falls. Being a transfer student that spent about $400 to $600 on a science or a math textbook, I said no more. So River Falls had me fully covered there. Now, also, I apologize, it's a Minnesota slide, but moving past that, financial aid. 78% of our students on campus receive financial aid opportunities. So for you, if you know college is somewhere you want to go, but you need that potential financial assistance, let us know. We're happy to help facilitate and get you connected to our financial aid office and those liaisons. That office will work with you on grants, loans, scholarships, work study money, or even employment opportunities on our campus as well. You can see in red at the bottom of the screen that your FAFSA application will actually open up August 1st of your senior year. So if you have questions about those areas, what is needed, necessary, let us know. Again, we're happy to kind of troubleshoot with you and facilitate what's necessary for your academic career here. And then finally, well, lastly, with scholarships, we did award this last year, $2.4 million. I'll say it again, $2.4 million, yes, dollars to our incoming freshmen and continuing students on campus. The biggest reason this happens is here at UW River Falls, we have automatic scholarships for our incoming freshmen or new students to the university. We're actually in the works right now of kind of catering these automatic scholarships a little bit better to our audience, because UW River Falls is officially a test optional institute, and I'll explain that a little later on. But in regards to scholarships, the biggest thing to note there is we do not require a ACT or an SAT score for your admission or scholarship purposes. So again, those automatic scholarships, we're hoping to send out details September 1st or around that start of September timeframe, so you can know exactly what you're eligible for moving into your senior year or within your junior year, what you need to work towards during your senior year. But as always, we do have a robust range of additional scholarships available. Some of the names that you're seeing on the screen now house some of our strongest awards. Our Chancellor Scholar is a full ride to the university. We give out a few of those each year, handful, some half scholarships, Falcon Scholars, diversity. We've transfer student scholarships. And in general, you can see at the bottom, our scholarship opportunities range from $500 to, again, that full tuition coverage here at the university. So plenty of variety for you if scholarships is a big factor in looking for a college. And finally, lastly, if you are thinking River Falls is lucky enough to be in the running to be your future home and you're in your senior year, if you would like to apply, love it, go for it. The application did open August 1st of this summer, but wait, do not apply until September 1st, because UW River Falls has been lucky enough, our foundation and alumni offices have gifted us the application fees for the month of September. So yes, if you're looking to apply for UW River Falls, apply in September, because you will not have to pay that $25 application fee. You're welcome, which is fantastic. Also, you'll notice the UW system application has been updated. It is seamless, flawless, beautiful. Within that application, you're able to upload a copy of your high school transcripts, which we accept here at River Falls, or again, being a test optional institute, if you would like to submit your ACT, SAT score, the option is there. If you don't want to, the option is there. If you're unsure, the option is there. So within the application, it does ask you, would you like to submit your ACT, SAT? You can select yes, unsure, or no. So just note the option is there. And if you want to have a conversation around, will I be admitted with this kind of range that I'm in, or I'm nervous about this aspect of my senior year, that's what I'm here for. Let me know as your admissions counselor, and we can troubleshoot, talk through those processes to make sure, again, we're picking the most suitable home for you. And if River Falls is lucky enough to be in the running for your future home, we want to make sure that you know those services are in place, and we're happy to help you throughout your entire academic career. So go to uwf.edu and find that Apply Now button right in the bottom right-hand corner of the home screen, and click Apply Now and work your way through that application. We can't wait to see it during, again, the month of September, which we have those gifted application fee waivers. No worry about paying that. But overall, we always ask that you prepare to think differently and choose UW River Falls. Thank you all so much for sitting through the kind of conversation there on the presentation side of the house. I'm going to go ahead and stop the screen share. So it's just Sarah, Fern, and myself on the screen discussing kind of what you're looking at or what questions came through. Sarah, did we see anything come on up for questions?
So the biggest question was, do we send prospective students a free t-shirt? And what I had said is just that unfortunately due to high demand, we are unable to send out prospective student t-shirts, but we do run quite a few like social media giveaways. So hopefully something is in the works. And I would just say follow us on Instagram or follow us on Facebook for more information.
Yes. Sarah Fern is totally right. This summer, we're still in summer, what am I saying? This summer we gave away a variety of prizes. We did a fun packet, which was like t-shirts, stickers, pop sockets, bandanas, sunglasses. In the spring, we did a couple bandana giveaway. I know obviously coming up, especially with the pandemic being at hand, we've got some more stuff coming down the pipeline. So she's totally right. Follow us on our Instagram or Facebook pages, and we'll definitely keep you updated with those giveaway opportunities, because we do them a lot. So there's plenty of variety or chances for you to win. Were there any other questions at all?
There haven't been any that pulled through yet, so we'll see. We got some time here still. If you do have any questions, feel free to throw or pop those into the Q&A feature.
Otherwise, if you don't have any questions, thank you so much for participating during this presentation. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about UW River Falls. I mean, I had a ball, so I hope you did too. And again, if there is any questions that you have or additional resources you might need, you're seeing myself and Sarah Fern on the screen now, also our first and last name. So don't hesitate to plop that into the search bar on our uwf.edu homepage. Get connected with us. We're a huge resource and happy to help you at any step or point throughout the way.
Ooh, Nicole, who caters your cafeteria?
Oh, that's a good question. Chartwell's? It's Chartwell's, right?
Chartwell's? Yes. Yes.
Chartwell's
That's a good job.
Catering.
Yes. Yes, it is Chartwell's. They do a nice spread for us.
Yes, my little brother, he just graduated this spring, and one of his favorite items to get was they would do like a stir fry. They have a stir fry line or like a mac and cheese line, and then they also have, what is it? Oh, the taco salad. My brother was like obsessed with the pico de gallo for no reason. Like maybe it had a lot of jalapenos. I don't know. But anyway, my point in asking about catering is there's plenty of variety for your food or dietary needs. They do have a gluten-free kind of bar or line, not a bar, available for you there. I know there's some vegan opportunities as well. There's a sub sandwich line. There's your classics like pasta, pizza, etc. There's a home style line. I know, Fern dancing to the opportunities for food.
I am so hungry. So this question is striking some hunger vibes.
I know, I bet that question came in because we're so close to dinner, let's be real. But yes, there's plenty of variety. And also, like I mentioned, we do have those 40 ice cream flavors that we kind of service throughout the year. Those are all available for access in our Riverside Commons or the Chartwell space where you get your meals on campus. So if you know you're like, I need my ice cream every day, we've got you fully covered. Cheese curds are going to be there too. There's, again, an abundance of food for you to choose from.
Anyone else with some questions? Pop them in.
We'll give it like a solid minute. I know Lindsay is standing by for if we are finished and no other questions come through. That is totally acceptable as well, but we'll give you just a moment to see if anything else comes up. Let me just pop on my chapstick while we wait. Fern, I feel like we should have cued some like Price is Right music, or what is it? What is like the doon doon doon? Is that Price is Right?
Right. Yes, I think so. Yes. There is one question that just popped in, Nicole.
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Oh, Jeopardy.
Thank you. I just embarrassed myself in front of everyone.
Nicole, just a question
We have
that popped
another
in.
question, so I'm going to mute my camera.
Okay,
You got it. So the next question popping in is, do you have to live in a dorm freshman year? Do you want to talk about that policy?
Yes, good question. So we do have a 2-year on-campus living experience. That's pretty standard for the UW public schools, obviously within the state of Wisconsin. So yes, you are required to live on campus during your freshman and sophomore year, but that's where, like I mentioned on the residence life side, Ames Suites, which is that pod style living for sophomores and higher, that's a really fun spot to be at, because freshman year, you're going to be in the traditional dorms, making connections, living that kind of authentic college experience in those dorms. But if you want to elevate your residence hall experience, you can have the opportunity to choose Ames Suites, which I'll even explain just for giggles because we're here. The pod style is you and your roommate to your room with probably like 6 or 7 or 8 other rooms in your pod. And those 8 to 10 rooms share a bathroom, living room, and kitchen just for them. So you can pick who lives in your pod with you as well. If you've got along with some friends on your freshman floor, friends from class, lunch, whatever it may be, you can all choose to live together in the pods. And there's no additional fee, I don't believe, to live in Ames pods, but there is for our South Fork Suites for juniors and seniors and higher, and that's because that's like a true apartment style living. So yes, 2 years, we'll have you on campus. You're gonna love it, so it'll be perfect. Thank you for that question. Otherwise, last call for questions. I think we're all right.
Well, I will talk just a little bit. I'll share my screen, and if another question pops up, we can certainly come back to it. But I am just, there we go. We should have a shared screen now. I just wanted to say thank you to our presenters in UW River Falls for joining us, but also wanted to thank you all for joining us. So hopefully you found that this was very helpful. As you close out of Zoom, there will be a 4-question survey that will populate on your screen. So if you could answer those questions, it will help us improve events like this. So we always appreciate any feedback that you have. And then, as I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the session, if you would like to sign up for more sessions, you can do that on wacac.com. So again, wacac.com. And then we will have these recordings available again at wacac.com. So otherwise, I'm not going to lie, you guys made me a little bit hungry. So enjoy the rest of your evenings. Enjoy your dinners if you haven't had them already. And thank you for joining us. Bye-bye, everyone.